Hey everybody, welcome back. So the Jeep is done. I can't tell you how happy I am about that. Sure, there are some minor things to do on it here and there. As much as I love my hand grenade shift knobs, they're probably really impractical. But you know, these are all little things that take minutes to do, but it's done. It's ready to be driven, ready to go on trail rides, ready to go have adventures in. My next project is in there. And while I was trying to keep that fairly organized so that I would be able to work on it someday without, having to embark on a month-long cleanup, the last few years things have just gotten piled in there willy-nilly, and I am going to have to embark on a giant cleanup. But before I can even do that, and there's no lights or electricity in there either, by the way, before I can even do that, I got to get the roll-up door open. Now, this door faces the afternoon sun here in Arizona, and I bet this door hasn't been opened in a decade. I built this whole thing by myself, solo, with no help at all. And obviously I had somebody else pour the slab. Well, maybe not obviously. Some of you might do that. But you can see what's going on here, what the afternoon sun has done like to this rubber flap. I may have to pull that flap completely off of there in order to get this door to open. Fun times indeed. Let's go take a look inside. Now, I'm not going to give away what this vehicle is in this video, although I'm sure some of you are going to take a look at it under the cover and immediately know. But, oh yeah. Like I say, there's no electricity or lights in here, but I do have a headlamp. Let me switch it on. So yeah, as you can see, things have gotten piled in here. So, yes, it's lovely, isn't it? So, there's my wife's tricycle that she got brand new and has never ridden a single time. That was probably 15 years ago. There's her 10-speed, which she hasn't ridden in 30 years. And there's my bicycle, which I got because we wanted to ride bicycles together. And I picked that up at the thrift store, that Huffy back against the wall. I picked that up at a thrift store, put new chain on it, put new tires on it, got it all working good, got a nice cushy seat on it, and then she would never go riding. And since I'm not an unpowered vehicle fan, it never really got ridden by me. Bunch of motorcycle parts. There's our old oven. There's an old microwave oven. Here's my big solar panel project I never completed. There's some crates full of motorcycle and car parts over there. There's some heaters which haven't been used since I moved to Arizona. Holy cow, there's two vacuum cleaners. I didn't even know they were out here. Just a bunch of some reloading stuff. Oh my gosh, one of my 5-gallon buckets full of brass cases has crumbled on me. Fun. So I got to get this door open. How much fun is that going to be? I don't know. I'm going to put the camera down and we're going to find out how much fun that's going to be. All right, I have a can of WD-40 and I'm not afraid to use it. All I have to do is figure out how I'm going to get over to it. So I think I'm just going to have to start by moving some of this stuff out the door. All right, so that is most of the crap out in front of the door, except the bicycles. So let's see if we can get this door open. Look what I found while cleaning up. One of the original air filter screws off the Jeep. I looked all over for that thing. I even bought one of the Harbor Freight magnetic rakes because I thought I dropped it out in the dirt and the dead grass. All right, that rubber is completely out of the way, out of the door. The screws are all back in place. The handles are back on. The door stops are back in. It is going on lunchtime. It is 95 degrees out. And excuse my French, but I got to piss like a racehorse. So I believe I'm going to do a little dusting, blow some of all this accumulated years of dirt and filth out of here, and then I'm going to go in and eat and call it a day. Oh, and you're going to love what my wife said to me. So, as I mentioned, this is a tricycle she got new that I assembled for her, put better tires on, put the rack on, put a better seat on, got it all adjusted and working good, and she never rode once. This is our old 10-speed over here. I told her, hey, you know your old 10-speed's out there, and she goes, oh, if you'd fix that up, I'd ride it. Yeah, sure, I'll get right on that one, honey. All right, it is the next day, and I think my goal for today is just keep moving all this stuff out of here. All right, I now have the front half of this clear. Still going to sweep the floor a little bit better, but all the crap is out of it. Who in God's name would have believed I could have gotten that much crap in here? Those 4 heaters, microwave, oven, that shit, the chair thing, all these boxes, the 3 bicycles, the barbecue, all of that. And all of that. Who believed we could get all of that stuff in there in a car too? Crazy. All right, a little bit more sweeping, a little bit more blowing out, and I'm pretty happy. I didn't realize I had twin matching chain hoists. One there and an identical one over there. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with that for now. It is lunchtime and it is now about 90 degrees out. And while 90 isn't bad when you're standing outside in the breeze, inside this metal building, it's pretty stifling. So that stuff back there, I'm mostly going to leave there for now. My goal is to move the car forward to where the front end is about, I don't know, 3 feet back, 2 feet back from the front, and get it into the center. And whether I'm going to do that while it's sitting on these wheeled dollies, which is what I'd like to do because that's why I've got the things, or whether I'm going to wait till I have tires on it. The tires are supposed to arrive today, but I really need to get this thing in an area where I can get it jacked up and get all around it, because right now I've got it tucked in here so close that you can't really get to that side of it. So I'm going to try and pull it. How I'm going to do that, I might use the winch on the Jeep. I have that other little winch that I bought specifically to move that. That's that there. Little, was it 2,500 pound winch, 3,000 pound winch. I made a tie-off point that I sunk in the ground back behind here in a hole, and that's what I used to pull it in here. So I just need to get this thing to where I can get it jacked up and get it on jack stands, so I can get the wheels off to take it down and have the tires put on it. Anyway, I'm soaked in sweat and my back is barking. So I think I'm going to call that a day, and I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see if we can't get this thing into the center of the garage. It is next morning around 9:30 a.m., probably about 80 degrees. Today on the agenda, I got to get that car moved forward and into the middle so that I can get the wheels and tires off of it. But more importantly, while this is Thursday and I've got all day to do this, or at least as long as my back and knees hold out, I'm not going to be able to get out here tomorrow. I'm kind of like Curly from the Three Stooges. I'm a victim of circumstances. Tomorrow it's going to rain, but tomorrow I'm going to be busy all day doing other things. So I need to get that car forward, and the things that I have put outside that I can't leave out in the rain, I've got to get them back inside in the rear of this. So I think what I'm going to do, and I've kind of screwed myself in a way, I have to move the CJ back here and use the winch on it to pull this car forward. Now, it's sitting on wheel dollies. It should just move, but it's also been sitting there for 10 years on those wheel dollies, and I doubt it's going to move without a struggle. But you know what? Let's try it. Let's see if it'll move for me. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, I have the winch hooked up to a lower control arm. Let's see how it moves. Oop, I got to re-engage it. Let's see if we can move it. Hopefully the car is going to move and not the Jeep. What's going on? Why are we not pulling in? Well, the car is going, yay. All right, it's going in the wrong direction, which is not good. Maybe I can get over here and kind of, I'm pulling it that way and it's rolling this way. Let's see how bad of an idea this is. It's going the wrong way. I'm gonna, all right. I was not expecting it to go the wrong way. All right. It's rolling into the wall over there, which I don't really want it to do. It's pretty frustrating. I wonder why it's doing that. I've got to get it to go that way. There it goes. There we go. All right, now we're getting away from the wall. Oh, talk about being a victim of circumstances. I got to move this jack now. Let's get this out of the way. And what's this? A paint can? Yes. All right. And now it's not doing what I really want it to do. Oh, man. I thought I was ready for this. I wasn't expecting it to pull all at weird directions like this. All right, let's try this again. All right, I need the front end to come more this way, and I need the back end to go the other way. And I can push it, maybe. That's working. It's working. I'm almost too much this way now. How about the back? Can I shove the back over? I really would like it straight. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Now I need the front to come back this way, which of course it won't want to do because I'm pulling the wrong way. Let's see what I can do. There we go. That's almost perfect. That's damn near perfect. How much room do I got in back to put stuff? Oh, I got lots and lots of room back here. Excellent. A little bit of a false start, but this worked out better than I had thought. Excellent. Alrighty, so after trying to sweep up again and raising such a giant cloud of dust in the back here from all the dust from 10 years or more, I got my respirator on, and then I got the bright idea, let's just get the shop vac, my big 5 horsepower Craftsman shop vac, and I got it in here and I just vacuumed everything. And then what little bit was left I went ahead and blew out. Most of you probably know what this car is by now who are familiar with 60s cars, but I'm still going to leave it covered until I get most of what I want back in place. Because like I say, some of that I'm going to store, stuff I'm going to store back in here because it is supposed to rain tomorrow, and some of it I just don't want out in the rain. So now that it's cleaned up, and I won't call it dust free, how about 82% dust free, I'll start bringing some of that stuff back in. Okay, I know it doesn't look like I've really made much of a dent in it, but honestly, that's about all my back is going to take today, and it's lunchtime and it's probably 90 out now. Nice breeze today though, but I did get the stuff back in that I'm worried about sitting in the rain. Not really worried about the engine stand sitting in the rain, but I just wanted it against the wall since I'm probably, hopefully, never ever going to have to use it again. And that's all the rest of it. If it rains, I'm not worried about the rest of this. Say there's stuff that the rain can't hurt or help by cleaning it off, or I'm planning on just putting out as garbage anyway for anybody who picks up. Hey, if you guys want any of this stuff, vacuum cleaners, old welders, plastic sinks, you name it, if you want any of this old stuff, you leave me a comment down below. Couple old heaters, couple old welders, microwave oven, regular oven, let me know. Anyway, I'm shutting down for the day and going in and having lunch and taking a handful of muscle relaxers, because if I don't, I'll be locked up solid. So Saturday morning, and we have gone from low to mid 90s and sunny to a little bit of overcast, raining, and 55 degrees out, which I'm not complaining about. I'm actually kind of liking it. I already know from my 20 years living in the Seattle area that rain's not going to kill me. But let's get this thing opened up and let's look and see where we're at. I think right now my next big job is going to be cleaning all of this crap up, and I can put stuff out along my back fence, and there is a monthly city crew that comes around and gets old appliances and, you know, that kind of crap. My wife's going to sell her bicycle. Look, it didn't even rain enough to clean all the dust off the seats of the bicycles. My wife wants me to clean these up, and I mean cleaning them up to me, I'm going to get the pressure washer with the foam cannon on it and hit them with it and then rinse them down and wipe them. That's going to be it. And she's going to sell those too. My bicycle, I think I'm just going to put it out along the back fence and for anybody who wants it. If anybody of you guys want any of this stuff and you're in the Scottsdale, Arizona area, let me know. I also have several 3D printers I'm probably going to sell for next to nothing or just give away. So like I say, if you're in the Scottsdale, Mesa, Tempe, Phoenix area and you're interested in some of this stuff, come get it. Come get it. So here's where I'm at as far as getting this ready to be worked on is concerned. I've got it in the center of the garage where I want it. I can now jack it up and get the wheels off it to get tires on it. I still don't have a battery, but I can get a battery down at Walmart, I'm hoping. I did get all 4 tires in. They're sitting there. We'll talk about these tires and why I chose them instead of just something used, just so it could roll while I'm working on it. And this stuff I think is all going to stay here while I'm working on it because it's not in the way. In the next video, I'm going to unveil this. We'll talk about its history and its story with me and my family, since we've had it since either the year it was new or the next year. I'm kind of missing that in my brain, which one it was. I thought it was one, but it's looking like it might be the other, but we'll talk about that. We'll open it up, we'll go through it. I haven't seen the inside of this car in 10 years. That's how long it's been sitting here covered up. And I've had it for 30, and it ran to begin with, but it needed work, and I just never got around to it. Life and marriage and jobs and moving from Washington State to Arizona got in the way. But we'll talk about all of that, and we'll get some work done on it, and we'll get it running. And I want to apologize in advance for the title of the next video, because it's probably going to be something like will it run and drive after 30 years, barn find, or something silly like that. You know how YouTube is. If you don't put something silly down, nobody will watch it and it won't get promoted. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll take a look at this thing in the next video. Bye for now.